Hey everyone, Captain Beards here, bringing you another Langrisser mobile video. Let's get it. Alright guys, now as you can see by the title of this video, this is going to be your Cherie guide / showcase, and if I have time, you'll see it in the title. If not, then I didn't have time to do it. I will throw my summonings into this video. Now, the reason why I say if I have time, because some of my character guides are a little bit on the longer side, so I don't want to make the video a whole 1 hour video. That'd be insane. So if I do need to do another video after this one for the summoning, I will do that. But anyways, let's get into Cherie. So Cherie is going to be your strongest, well, second strongest attack stat unit in the game. She is a free unit. As soon as you start the game, you should start getting this 7-day challenge thing. And if you complete the challenge throughout the 7 days, then you will unlock her. Now, you don't have to do it in 7 days, I believe. I believe you can do it as long as you want. It does have an expiration time on it, I believe. So if you do have your Cherie mission up, just grind this out. She is 100% worth it. Now, I neglected her and ignored this unit because I didn't want to be a meta slave and follow everybody else that was building their Cheries immediately and stuff like that. I wanted to focus a lot on my other units and just have fun with the game. But now that I'm at endgame and I'm pretty much working on all of my units, I decided to throw her into the mix. Also, on top of that, with the new banner that is up, which is the Liana, Angelina, and Cherie banner, I thought it'd help you guys out that are pulling Cherie, just in case you guys want to know a little bit more about her and which way to take her. Now, going from the top here, we are going to start with the fusion powers. She is part of the strongest fusion powers in the game. She's just missing one of them, which is the Empire's Honor fusion power, which is not bad. That fusion power is, a lot of people say that's the PvP fusion power, but I agree, disagree with that. I love my Empire Honors team. Obviously, I like my Princess Alliance team way more, but the Empire Honors team is a really good team. But besides that, Legion of Glory. So this is supposed to be the strongest PvE team in the game, with the Leiden, Elwyn, Cherie, Liana, and Chris mix. That is usually the team you'll see people run with the Legion of Glory. This team is very freaking strong. I mean, really strong. And you can mix and match some of these units up too, and you can get some really beefiness with this team. They don't hit as hard as the other teams will when it comes to how many units will hit hard, but what they do bring to the table is the level of heals, and the level of defensiveness is insane with this team. Now, the hitters on this team are going to be Cherie and Elwyn. Leiden can hit hard himself, but his main hits really stem off of fighting either demons or blues, depending on which path you take him. While Cherie, on the other hand, having no weakness against anything. Yes, she's a flyer, so archers are her weakness. Archers are her weakness when they are attacking her. When she's attacking them, she has no weakness against them. So Cherie is going to be that mix where she just go after anything. She's like a freaking attack dog. Just go after it and kill it. That's what Cherie is. And then Elwyn, obviously, his weakness is blues, so that kind of hinders him. Moving into our next faction here, the Princess Alliance faction, which is my current favorite faction in the game. I like this faction more than every other faction. Now, yes, some other factions will be much better, but I don't really care. I think this faction is amazing. The Liana and Tiaras being on this faction is just wicked. I mean, wicked. You run these two together, Tiaras and Liana, and then you have units like Cherie and Lana, and then obviously your last unit has to be a fusion power buffer, which is either Shelfino or Luna here. This team is busted. It is just way too freaking strong. I mean, it's extremely hard to kill them, and then it's just the level of deeps that are going to come from these guys. It's really powerful, guys. So if you have the princesses, make sure you are investing in them, because I love this team and I think it's amazing. And then the Meteor Strike team, which is a team that makes me very sad because I can't pull for the life of me Zoraida. But like I said, if I have time in this video, I would be pulling, or if I didn't have time, then in my video later today, I will be pulling for her. Now, the Meteor Strike team is supposed to be your end game team, heavily focused on assassins and crits. I don't know how I'm going to rock this team just yet. I know for a fact my Diehard and my Zoraida are going to be my assassins, and then my Angelina and my girl Cherie here are definitely going to be on those teams. I don't think I'm going to have the space for Silver Wolf are Kirikaze, just because I do want to rock a healer in my 5th spot. So that is why I will not be running Kirikaze or Silver Wolf. But if I do need to swap off any of these units, my Kirikaze is built up, so I will easily swap out any one of these units. So that's our fusion powers here. Now let's go into the upgrade class here. Now, do not waste your runes on Cherie. Now I'm going to say that because I know a lot of people will say, oh yeah, go into the assassin path and put a couple of runes in her. Runes are very hard to get in this freaking game. And if you guys didn't know, I have mentioned it in previous videos, but I'll mention it again. Yes, you can go to the shop and you can buy runes, right? But once you buy that pack of runes, it goes away forever. They never bring it back. It doesn't restore, it doesn't refresh, it doesn't have a 1-month cooldown like I thought it would. No, once you buy it, it is gone forever. So do understand that, guys. And if you are a whale, do understand that too, that once you buy that pack, it is gone. So make sure you're very smart with your runes. I know we get reset, and I think it's like 1 or 2 days where you can buy a rune pack in the Guild Wars, and I believe you can buy a rune pack in the store. So I will go over that in the video during reset. But besides that, be very smart with your runes. Now, if you do go a path for her, make sure you go straight to the Dragon Master. That is 100% her strongest path. Now, if you do want to pick up something, if you do have to, or if you do want to use a rune, only use 1 rune and use it on the Raider. Reason why is so you can pick up Sneak. When attacking, crit increased by 10%, which makes her crit a little bit more, which crits are nice. Don't focus too heavily on that, but crits are real nice. But that's the second part that's very, very good for her. Damage taken is decreased by 20%. This is super nice. It only has a 1 cost too, and it's a passive, so you don't have to activate that. So if you were going to waste a rune on her, Sneak is a very good rune. Now, she's got some other ones here, like Shadow Raid and Smoke. Shadow Raid is a no bueno, just because, yeah, it does have range, but with Cherie, you're not really focused on range. With Cherie, you want to get in somebody's face. And then Smoke is a passive, and it's a 1 cost. After attacking, 30% chance to lower all damage taken by 30%. This effect lasts 1 turn. Pretty good, but like I said, just not worth it at all. You can pretty much get everything you want from this girl just in her straight to your Dragon Master's path. Now, you can get the first aid from Pegasus Lord. I do not recommend that at all. Cammy, I got you. Just give me about like 10 minutes. So I do recommend not going to first aid at all, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second here. Alright, so then you got Hawk Knight here, which is what you start with, which is Legion. I'll go over if you want to use that or not in a second here. Now, this is why you don't get first aid, because of Reinforcement. Reinforcement is a passive, which is automatically clutch in itself, just because you don't have to activate it, and it's a 1 cost. After taking action, restores 20% unit HP. This girl is moving all the freaking time. And I mean, she attacks, she moves. She kills, she moves. She hits with a different attack, which I'll go over in a minute, and Gale activates, she moves. And by moving all those times, she's restoring 20% unit HP every single time, right? Get some. Guys, I did the guild chat thing. I told you guys about 10-15 minutes. Anyways, so she does all those moves and she gets to move again, and by moving again she gets to restore her HP, right? So this move, on the other hand, yes, it has a 1 cost, but being a 3-turn cooldown and then it only heals herself, yeah, that's good, but it's like, I mean, come on, it's a 3-turn cooldown. It heals herself and she has to use it. You don't have time to use moves when it comes to Cherie. There's 2 specific moves you're going to use with this girl, and you're just going to be going back and forth on those moves consistently. So having time to use first aid is not good in the scenario. So let's go into Dragon Master here. Now, she gets Wind Whisper. Wind Whisper is not too bad. If you're trying to use her in a level of a little bit supportish, then Wind Whisper is super good until you go ahead and unlock the Lightning Speed, which I think is 1,000,000 times better. But let's go back to Wind Whisper here. It deals 0.3 times AoE damage to nearby enemies and debuffs each target. So it's pretty good because it has a 2-turn cooldown, but I don't see it worth it until you get your Lightning Speed. Once you get Lightning Speed, it's just 100% clutch. Now I'm going to go over that here in the skills and talent section here. All right, we're in the talent here. No, not you, Angelina. All right, so we're in the talent here. Wild Princess, which is said to be one of the most busted talents in the game. And it definitely gets broken once you get her to 6-star. If you get your Cherie to 6-star, Wild Princess is broken. And I mean 100% broken. Obviously, mine's is 3-star because I was focusing on other units. But since I've been working on her a little bit more and I've been really loving my Princess Alliance more and more each day, I am going to be working a lot more on my Cherie. But besides that, let's go over Wild Princess. When no friendly units are within 2 blocks, all damage taken is reduced by 10%. Very easy to get just because she's a flyer, so she's consistently away from everybody else. So that's good, but that's also bad because then she's away from the healers. But then she gets damage taken reduced by 10%. Not too bad. That goes up to 25% damage reduced when she's at 6-star, I believe. Gain one more chance to act again after eliminating an enemy. 4-turn cooldown. Now, when you have her at 6-star, this goes to a 2-turn cooldown. That is insane, guys. Insane. So, now let me translate that a little bit better for you guys. Pretty much what that means is if you kill somebody with your Cherie, she's going to move again. Bottom line, period. That's pretty much it. So, and then that's on a 4-turn cooldown. So you have to wait 4 turns again before you can proc that off again. Now do note, once you got her 6-stars, that's on a 2-turn cooldown. That's when it becomes busted. So Wild Princess is insane. Now let's go into the skills here. Now the skills I went with, obviously you see them down here, which is going to be lightning, which is an absolute must. You need to have your lightning on Cherie. If you do not run lightning, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're insane. All right, lightning is going to deal 1.5 times damage, which in itself is really good. And if it kills an enemy, so if you kill an enemy with lightning, it refreshes itself. That means you can use it immediately again, which means, guys, if you're running Wild Princess, and if your Wild Princess is ready to go, you go and attack an enemy, you kill them with lightning, you get another turn, you can go after another enemy. She's a flyer, so you know she's going to get another enemy. You can go after another enemy, you can kill them with lightning too, and then lightning is going to refresh itself. Yes, you do not get to move again because your Wild Princess will be on cooldown, but you will have your lightning ready to go in that next turn. Moving into the next skill here, so you got to run lightning, guys. So this one can easily be replaced. You have reinforcement here, which if you want a little bit more self-sustainability with your Cherie, I highly recommend running reinforcement. But if you do want to see a lot more deeps from her, and not a lot more, but if you want to see a little bit more from her, then definitely go ahead and put on Legion. Now Legion is the very first thing you get with her, which is pretty nice because when unit HP is above 90%, attack and defense increase by 10%. So what's going to happen is if you swap over reinforcement for Legion and that very first unit you go and hit, he's going to get hit hard, really freaking hard, because you know your HP is already above that 90%. So then you're going to get that attack increase by 10%, which is super good. So running reinforcement or Legion, completely preference. I highly recommend reinforcement just because it gives her a little bit more self-sustainability. But if you are running a certain enchantment, which I'll go over in a second here, then definitely run Legion. But if you are running a different enchantment, then you definitely want to run reinforcement. So moving into lightning speed here. Now this is where it gets a little bit complex, and this is where the translation kind of messed up a little bit, because lightning speed, what it does is attacks a single enemy dealing 1.6 times damage. Now this is going to be her strongest move that she can get. Grants Gale and Wind Ride after battle. That is correct, right? Now Wind Ride, when HP is above 50%, damage taken from melee attacks decrease by 15%. So what that means is when she goes and attacks somebody, then Wind Ride procs off. If her health is above 50%, she's going to take 15% less melee damage when somebody goes and attacks her. That lasts 2 turns. Now Gale, it doesn't show it here, but target can act again after taking action. So when you see this, you're probably going to think, oh man, so I can chain everything and it'll be crazy, right? No, Gale, what it should say here, and it doesn't say it, is there's a 20% chance that she can act again, right? So it's not an automatic, guys. It is a 20% chance. Now, That is not 100% true that it's 20% because I have read 20%, and then some people say 25%. I believe it's around that 20% range. So pretty much what you're trying to do with your Cherie here, now let's go into the whole chain here. What you're trying to do is you're going to go and move your very first turn, go attack an enemy, right? You're going to hit that enemy with lightning. What's going to happen is you're going to try to kill them. If you kill them, then your wild princess is going to proc off. You get to move again to hit them with that lightning, right? Your lightning is refreshed. Then you move on to the next enemy. This is all in the same turn. You move on to the next enemy and you want to hit them with lightning speed. You're going to do that 1.6 times damage. Now, if you kill them with lightning speed and Gale activates, then what's going to happen, I believe, is that's if you kill them. No, this is after battle. So even if you don't kill them with lightning speed, say it just procs off, Gale procs off, you get to go again. And then what's going to happen is as you go again, you can hit that same target, or you can go after another enemy unit and hit them with lightning. And if you kill that unit, lightning refreshes itself again. Even if you don't kill that unit, you just either A, you killed one person, B, you killed two people, or C, you killed one person and two people are extremely weak. So yeah, the chains that you can do with her, especially if RNG is in your favor. If RNG is in your favor and Gale procs off with lightning speed after doing all those chain movements, it's insane. That means if she was weak at all, that 20% HP after action that she's got just went up to like 60% just because of all those moves that she did. There's just so much to her from her skills and her talents that it's actually like a major tongue twister. Anyways, besides that, so that's what I'm currently running for my Cherie. So let's go into classes here. Obviously, she unlocks the heavy cavalry here. Not really necessary. I mean, if you want to go for them, but they're not extremely necessary. Soldiers here. Now, soldiers, very easy. Go with the angels. That's extremely straightforward for your Cherie. One, it's going to keep your mobility, and two, angels are freaking busted. Magic damage decreases by 27%, which is really freaking high. When soldier HP is above 50%, attack and defense increase by 11%. Now I do have my angels powered up. I believe they are at level 5 right now, so higher you go, the more attack and defense increase you're gonna get. Now that's at 11%, and that's when HP is above 50%. Very easy to keep her HP above 50% thanks to our reinforcement here, which is BEA beautiful. And then if you want to go with any other soldiers here, let's take a look what she's got here. The Mist Dancer, Bandit, and High Elf, and all those others are pretty much good for the assassins. Mist Dancer, very good for the assassin. If you take her that route, don't recommend it. Griffin Knights, really solid in themselves. When soldier HP is above 80%, attack and defense increased by 10%. So definitely want to run reinforcement with these guys. Dragoon is pretty good themselves too. You're going to keep high mobility. You're going to have a blue unit. So now if you're fighting a crap ton of reds and you just want to truck them down like nothing, then go ahead and throw Dragoons on, because what's going to happen is you're going to be attacking. You're going to get attack and defense increased by 14%. You're going to get that 14% increase, which is really nice. So Dragoons are not bad either. This is another, they're another unit you do have to unlock in the chart, and it's a blue. So that gives you a little bit more versatility with her, because then you got flyers and then you got blues. All right, so I definitely recommend swapping between those two, the angels and the dragoons. You can easily keep her on angels though, and just pretty much sit there for the rest of your life, because that's where she wants to stay anyways. Now moving into the equipment here. Now with the equipment, this was a headache and a half for my Cherie. She took way too much time to build, and that's just because I could not get lucky for the life of me. Now let's go into the spear here. The last night is the free thing it's going to give you. And by free, I mean like when you start playing the game, I believe it gives you a bunch of challenges. You complete the challenges, and over time you end up getting the last night weapon, which is mainly specifically designed for Cherie herself. Now you could throw this on somebody like Leon, since it supports blues, and you will see some nice deeps from him. But I highly recommend throwing it on your Cherie, because it's just really good for her. Attack plus 4%, which is really nice. Before attacking, 30% chance to reduce enemies' attack and int by 20%. lasts 1 turn. So that happens before she attacks. So when she goes up to somebody and she's about to attack them, before that happens, a dice gets rolled, 30% chance to reduce enemies attacking him by 20%. If that procs off, the enemy is going to do less damage to you. If it doesn't, then the enemy is going to do a normal amount of damage to you. Now, I did get the attack stat here, which is 4%, and HP plus 4%, which is really nice. Then the gargoyle jacket, I really don't like my next set of equipment here, just because I really wanted more attack, but I get what I get, right? So going in here, Dark Tide, HP 2%, when attacked, defense increases by 6%. So the HP is really good because I did want her on a higher HP set, but when attacked, defense increases by 6%. I don't really like that too much. I'd rather have it like, you know, when she goes and attacks, attack increases, or, you know, attack plus this percent. You know, that would have been much better, but this is pretty much my best equipment I really have for her at the current moment. So it gives her a little bit more tankishness, which is really good for a flyer. And then the stats I got, which is defense 1, HP plus 5%, which is really good, and attack plus 1%, which sucks. Makes me cry a little bit. Helmet here. So this is another one that I'm just like, ugh. So HP plus 2%, which is not bad. When attacking, increases defense and magic defense by 4%, which is really good. So I do like the helmet, just because when attacking, and she's going to be consistently attacking, that means her defense is going to increase and her magic defense, so she's going to take a lot less damage, and the HP is really good. The stat roll, I'm not really feeling too much. I mean, it's not bad, it's really good, because HP plus 5%, int 4, and then magic defense 5%. I wish I can get an attack stat in there, but like I said, guys, I think I'm maxed out on my enchantments right now that I can buy in the stores, so I'm kind of stuck with this right now. Madara. Wait, give me a second, bro. Alright, it's a dope name. Anyways, I know it's from Naruto, guys. Next, we got the Protect Ring, which is HP plus 4.5%. Nothing more to that. And defense plus 1%, attack plus 3%. So what Cherie, you want to focus on attack. If you can get most of your equipment to say attack, then you are solid. Now, 2 equipments I highly recommend for her are going to be either Rough Sea or, let's go to the Forge here. We'll scroll down here. It's going to be either Rough Sea, which gives you attack and hit plus 5%. So automatically that is really good. And then when attacking, attack increases by 10% and damage taken is reduced by 15%. So this is when attacking, this is procced off. Now this is really good if you're trying to really get around the board with her and keep her on that offensive state. You know, just really moving her in there, trying to kill. But you can easily swap Rough Sea off for Full Moon. Attacking in plus 5%. When HP is above 80%, all offensive and defensive stats increase by 10%. So when you are running Full Moon, let's go into the thing over here. When you are running Full Moon, you definitely want to run Reinforcement, just to keep her above that 80%. And then if you are running Rough Sea and you want to have her as your glass cannon, so Rough Sea here, and you want to have her as your glass cannon, then swap over Reinforcement for your Legion here. And that, what that's going to do is give her a lot of attack. So when she goes and attacks, it's going to be crazy. But like I said, if she goes and gets hit, it can be a little bit dangerous for her. So Full Moon is definitely the more self-sustainable route, I should say. And Rough Sea is the more like glass cannon route. So that's when you have to choose which way you really want to go with her. But this is my current build on my Cherie here. Remember, guys, that these are my opinions. These are not facts. This is not the best way possible to build her. So if you are building her any other route, and if you're having success with her any other route, please comment down below and let me know. Right now, guys, let's go ahead and get into the showcase. Alright, guys, we're in the showcase here. So this is going to be Time Rift, I believe number 6. So the enemies are level 46. They have pretty high HP stuff. So I know I could do a much harder mission, but I took a little bit kind of longer side on the character guide portion, so I just wanted to do a much quicker mission here. And let's take a look here. So we have the Princess Fusion team hybrid here because we got Leon there. Now if you did want to go just pure Princess Fusion, you could do something like that, which is a perfectly fine team here. Very strong team here. So what you do is you're going to have your Cherie, and you're going to have your Angelina there, and Lana kind of take that front line while your supports take the back line. Now, Shelfino is a support, but she is also a damage dealer in herself, so do make sure you guys understand that your Shelf, she's not going to be sitting in the back too much just because she does carry the move Heaven Sanction. Now, Cherie, on the other hand, is the frontline unit, so she's just going to be getting in there and pretty much just cleaning everybody up here. So, you know what? For the sake of the video, let's run this team here. Usually I don't do something like this because I really like to run my Leon, but for now, we are going to run this team here. So before we get into it, let's go ahead and see what we got for movement. Just look at that level of movement on her. It's just insane. It's just insane how she can move just so much there. Alright, so yep, we're gonna have to activate the fusion power first. Yeah, let's activate the fusion power first. Usually you don't want to activate the fusion power if you know your units are not going to get their attacks off, but in this case, since I know for a fact my units are going to get their attacks off, then we're going to go ahead and activate the fusion power here. Now we're looking into kills for our Cherie here. That's the goal, is to try to get kills for her, so that way she can get her moves to proc off here. Alright, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have Cherie attack this Lancer here, and we're gonna have our, yeah, that's what we'll do. Oh no, that's my AoE. Okay, so we're gonna have Lana kill this guy. Then we'll have Cherie attack this Lancer in the back here. Hit him with lightning. Let me make sure I don't mix this up. Yep, there's lightning. Hit him with lightning. Hopefully it kills, and if it kills, then we can go after one of these guys in the back here with our lightning speed here, and hopefully Gale procs off. Now this is all hoping that this move kills. If it doesn't kill, then yeah, that one didn't kill, which is perfectly fine. Alright, so we could go again here on Cherie. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go again here, and then what we'll do is, watch, I'm gonna show you guys something. You can do a combo like this. So now I'm gonna have her do a normal attack here, and I know that's gonna kill. Wild Princess procced off because that was a normal attack, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that move here, lightning speed. Now what you're hoping for is that Gale procs off. If Gale procs off, then I get to move again. See, Gale didn't proc off there, which means I didn't get to move again. Now I know he's gonna kill my Lana here, which is, Liana there, which is fine. But that's what you're hoping for with your Cherie, is that Gale can proc off. But since it did not proc off, that is a-okay there. Alright, so we'll hop into another mission since that one was really fast. Alright, so into the next mission here. Now, as you can see, I used the rewind because I kind of started the mission and didn't even hit record here. Using the same team here. Now, this is a different mission because you got flyers on the side there. So we're going to start off again with our Princess Alliance buff here. I got an assassin in the back there that I kind of got worried about. So what we're going to do here is hit him with the ice, so that way he doesn't attack us here. There we go. Not too much damage there, but still good enough here. Now our Cherie's going to be moving. Alright, so now what we want to do is, what you could do with your Cherie too is, for instance, I could take my Angelina and go after this guy back here. So that way I know she's not going to kill, but I know she'll weaken. And then my Cherie can go ahead and hit this guy with lightning to kill. And then go after this guy with her lightning again, or even lightning speed. Hopefully Gale procs off, and then move again, trying to get further and further. So you could do something like that if your Cherie doesn't kill. So that's why it's really good to have the rewinds, because then you can sit there, go ahead and move here, and hit, make sure there's lightning. Yep, go ahead, hit lightning. Now obviously guys, my Cherie is not as strong as a lot of other people. Like in that case, it didn't kill, but like it was right there, which is very disappointing, but that's perfectly fine. So what we could do here We could rewind that and try again. Another thing too, guys, is you can take your Liana out and put in TRs and then attack buff Cherie, so that way in that case that would have killed. So here's what we'll do here. We'll go ahead and rewind that. Alright, so and then we'll try going after this guy first. Let's see, what's his defensive? 231, and what's this guy? 231 also, but 304. Nice defense. Okay, so we'll go after this guy first. So what we're gonna do here is, like I said, we're gonna hit this guy. Yeah, we're gonna hit this guy with this. Hit him with lightning. Oh, so that killed. No, she went in beast mode there. Alright, so that's perfectly fine. So we could go after the Lancers. Now, usually the Lancers... See, Lancers have higher defenses. That's why my last match kind of screwed me up a little bit there. Alright, so what we'll do here is... So hopefully we can get a crit here, so that way it can confirm the kill there. Oh, look at just what I asked for. Lightning procced off, Wild Princess is going to proc off, so now she can move again, which is beautiful. So now we're going to have her move right there, and by her moving, boom, reinforcement is going to kick off, which is beautiful in itself. Now what we can do here is we could use act again on her, go after this flyer, so that's what we're going to do. Now lightning should be back up. Alright, hard mode. I'm almost ready, guys. So lightning is now back up, so now I can go after this flyer, hit this flyer with lightning, and then what's going to happen is I'm not going to be able to move again. So understand that, because my Wild Princess is gone. So in this case, what I want to do is I want to hit this guy with lightning speed, and hopefully Gale kicks off. If Gale kicks off, that means I'm going to hold on, guys, Bixby just activated. Okay, if Gale kicks off, that means I'm going to get to move again, and if I get to move again, that means I get to go after somebody with my lightning this time. So Gale didn't kick off there, so let's actually go ahead and rewind time there and see if we can get it again to kick off here. We're gonna do the same move, but we're really gonna try to we're trying to get Gale to kick off here. Like I said, it's at 20%, so that's an extremely low chance, but when it does, yeah, it's pretty clutch. And Gale didn't kick off again there. That's a-okay. So it can't always work in your favor, guys. Alright, so in this case, we do have lightning up, but these units are very tankish, so what we're going to want to do is weaken them first. So having a unit like Lana or Shelfano is just beautiful, just because you just sit there, hit with the black hole, weaken them up a little bit. And in this case here, I'll show you another example here, is like these units are now weak, the defenses are now broken. So now with my Cherie here, I can go in for lightning, and if Wild Princess was up, I can definitely kill one of them with lightning and then go after the other one with lightning again to kill too. So definitely a really good strat there to understand and think about when you're using this girl. Now if you're not sure if your Cherie's gonna kill these units, then you could use another AoE damage dealer like your girl Shelf here. So I'll go ahead and do that. Heaven Sanction here. I don't think that's gonna kill them. Yep, it's not gonna kill them, but look at that. Now they're just buttered up for Cherie to just eliminate. Now like I said, she doesn't have Wild Princess activated right now, so that does kind of suck. And since lightning speed didn't kick off my Gale, that kind of like stopped me there too, so that does suck in itself too, but that's a-okay. Of course you're gonna go after Liana here, you fool. Alright, so now we're ready to go. As you can see, lightning is still up, and it's still good to go there. Beautiful. Now do note, when you're doing all these moves with Cherie, like that didn't kill. The reason why is because doing all those moves with her made her Princess Faction buff go away. So do understand that, guys, that when you're doing a lot of those moves with Cherie, the Princess Faction buff on her is just gonna get obliterated because it's just gonna go away so freaking fast. So be mindful of that, guys. Other than that, guys, this was your Cherie guide / showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm not going to summon in this video. It took way too long. So next video I am going to be summoning. But remember guys, it's your boy Captain Beard. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace out.